Right now, an overnight shooting at a nightclub in Colorado Springs. The latest details just ahead. And record-breaking storms on the East Coast turn deadly. The latest coming up next.
And winds have subsided overnight, but will increase once again today. However, they will usher in slightly warmer temperatures. I'll time out these winds and those warmer temperatures as they expected to rise through Thanksgiving.
Good morning, and thanks for waking up with us on this Sunday. It's a cold one out there, but Greg's saying it's gonna get better. Greg, what do you say about today and this week ahead?
Well, today will actually feel warmer than yesterday, and tomorrow too the same thing. So we'll get above freezing. You see, wind chills right now have come up basically. We still got a few areas that are in the negative sub-zero, but compared to what we had a few hours ago, it actually has warmed up a little bit. The winds have subsided. We have a warm front to the west that's actually spreading a little bit of light snow north of Minneapolis. A lot of this probably is not reaching the ground in central Wisconsin right now, but it's indicative of the warm front that is coming this way and lifting north. Temperatures today will kind of go up in there. Woo, it's getting real quickie there. But overall, the temperatures should climb up to about the low to mid 30s here right now. Winds will pick up southwest behind this warm front, but not as strong as yesterday. And once again, they're from the southwest, not the northwest like we saw yesterday. So it will be a little bit breezy, but once again, temperatures will be at least freezing. You see the winds come across there as expected. Temperature trend over the last 24 hours, you can see La Crosse 23. We've dipped down to about 11. We're starting to climb back up now at 14. Same story for Madison. We got up to 24 briefly yesterday morning. We've dipped down to 10 degrees here at the airport. We're up to 13. So it's going to be a lot different as you wake up tomorrow morning. There's the temperatures right now. You can see 23. We'll get up to about 32 here in Madison, 32 in Winona. Some areas may get up into the mid-30s here too. So give you an idea, this whole ridge out to the west is starting to push east, so the storm track's going north. So I'll time out how warm we'll get this week and whether we'll have some unsettled weather conditions for Thanksgiving and Black Friday a bit later in the broadcast.
All right, Greg, thank you very much. We'll check back in just a bit. Now to that breaking news out of Colorado Springs. Police officials say at least 5 people are dead and 18 are injured after a shooting in a nightclub. It happened at Club Q, a popular LGBTQ+ nightclub in Colorado Springs. Police say the suspect is in custody and is being treated at a local hospital. The investigation is ongoing, and we will bring you updates as we learn more. The police officials say that death toll could rise. Now to Buffalo, New York. They saw even more snowfall overnight, adding to a record-setting and deadly storm. Officials say at least 2 people in the Buffalo area have died after suffering cardiac events while trying to clean up the snow. In some places, they have recorded more than 6 feet of accumulation. CBS's Bradley Blackburn has the latest.
In a city used to winter, only a historic snowstorm could cause this kind of disruption. Buffalo, New York is buried under feet of lake-effect snow that has snarled roadways and frozen the city in place.
I was stuck in the intersection for about a solid 30, 45 minutes and trying to rock the car out.
The whiteout conditions started Thursday and have piled on through the weekend. On Saturday, Buffalo shattered a daily snowfall record as residents struggled to start cleaning up. New York Governor Kathy Hochul declared a state of emergency across 11 counties in western New York and warned that the heavy snow could collapse roofs.
Despite the fact that it may not be in blizzard conditions, these roofs can be collapsed when you put the weight of 5, 6, 7 feet of snow on them.
Buffalo shut down mass transit and banned travel on roads Saturday. At the airport, where they recorded more than 3 feet of snow, dozens of flights were canceled. And in nearby Orchard Park, more than 6 feet of snow forced the Buffalo Bills to move Sunday's game against the Cleveland Browns to Detroit. Neighbors even helped some Bills players dig out so they could make it to the game.
The city of good neighbors.
Forecasts say the heavy snow will wind down Sunday, but more is possible later this week. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
Yeah, the Buffalo Bills had to move that game to Detroit before due to snow. That last happened in 2014. Well, Twitter has reinstated former President Donald Trump. He had been banned from the platform for 22 months since the January 6th attack on the Capitol. Twitter's new CEO, Elon Musk, reinstated Trump after polling users on the decision. After 15 million votes, Trump was reinstated by a 52 to 48% margin, although it's not clear if the former president will use the social media platform again. He has previously said he would remain only on his platform, Truth Social. And as Twitter struggles with a number of issues, disabled users of the platform worry they will lose their lifeline. Over the years, Twitter has become an essential public space for people with disabilities because of its unique format and broad reach. Now, many advocates worry that recent cutbacks and changes by Elon Musk could cause harm to disability communities online. Advocates say because of its format, Twitter is the easiest social media platform for blind and deaf people to use. Compared to TikTok and Instagram, Twitter is also regarded as the best communication platform for people who struggle with speech or fine motor control issues. In international news, North Korea's missile launch from Friday was aired on the country's state television. Here's a look at some of it. The test comes a day after warning of fiercer military response to Washington beefing up its regional security presence, including nuclear assets. The missile flew nearly more than 600 miles for about 69 minutes. The Japanese defense minister said the weapon could travel as far as 9,300 miles. That is far enough to reach the continental U.S. A U.S. National Security Council spokesperson says the launch needlessly raises tensions and shows that North Korea is prioritizing unlawful weapons programs over the well-being of its own people. Now to a tragic situation in Raleigh, North Carolina. Yesterday was the city's Christmas parade where during the celebration, disaster struck. A driver pulling a parade float lost control, crashing into a dance troupe and killing one child. CBS's Michael George has more, and we do want to caution you, the video is upsetting.
A runaway truck turned a Christmas parade in Raleigh, North Carolina into a horrific scene. It started when this pickup truck pulling a parade float lost control. First, it slowly pushes through the crowd. Some performers scatter, but there's confusion. Many don't realize what's happening. Then the truck picks up speed and strikes a young girl, killing her.
It was just a lot of chaos. Cops running, people running.
Bystanders and police officers jumped into action, chasing after the truck and physically forcing it to a stop.
People came up and were helping drive it and slow it down a little bit.
Witnesses say they thought it was an accident. The driver was honking to warn others that the truck was out of control.
The drivers, you can see the people in the truck getting out, telling people, warning people, get out of the way, we can't stop, we can't stop. They were screaming.
Police say the driver is cooperating and is now facing multiple charges, including misdemeanor death by motor vehicle and reckless driving. Michael George, CBS News.
And tomorrow marks the one-year anniversary of the Waukesha Christmas Parade tragedy. To mark that anniversary, Governor Tony Evers has ordered flags to fly at half-staff tomorrow in remembrance of the event. Well, still ahead this morning, you won't have to worry about empty shelves this Black Friday. We'll tell you why. And you're taking a live look over downtown La Crosse. Greg's got the full forecast, including what to expect on Thanksgiving when we come back.
It's the Black Friday Super Sale at Denver Mattress. Right now, save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Or save up to $200 on our Doctor's Choice lineup. Plus 4 years no interest and free shipping. The Black Friday Super Sale, on now at Denver Mattress.
Hey, we're here at the local farmers market where Informed Choice Insurance Agency is offering fresh, hand-picked local Medicare. What do you mean when you say shop local for Medicare?
A lot of Medicare health plans have benefits that are specific to your county. So why would you call a national 1-800 number when your local Medicare plans have all the bells and whistles the national TV ads promise, only better?
Don't be fooled by national TV hype. When it comes to your Medicare options, keep it local with Informed Choice Insurance Agency, and their services are free.
This holiday season, Ford wants to help you shine bright. So, this Black Friday, choose a vehicle in stock or simply place a custom order. Lock in your rate and you're protected, even if rates go up before your order comes in. Plus, thousands of vehicles are arriving daily, just in time for the holidays. This season, get into a 2022 Explorer SUV with 2.9% financing for 60 months at your local Ford dealer and shine bright.
I was born here, I'm from here, and I'm never leaving here. I'm a New York hotel. Yeah, I'm tall, 563 feet and 2 inches. I'm on top of the world. I'm looking for someone who likes to be in the middle of it all, but also likes some peace and quiet. You hungry? I know a place, and a few others nearby. It's the city that never sleeps. But hey, if you need the rest, I've got you you covered.
Hey, you want to join our rewards program? Collect hot dog points to unlock access to our VIP lounge.
That doesn't seem very
rewarding. With a BMO Savings Builder account, you get a cash reward for every month you save.
Wait, so you're going to reward me for saving my own money?
You got it. A little incentive to help you get into the habit of saving.
That sounds great, but do you have VIPs?
Yeah, absolutely. We call them customers.
When a bank helps you make real financial progress, that's the BMO effect.
Are we still on for 3?
I'm on phone.
When your team needs more space to work and eat.
Carl, is that mackerel?
No, it's trout.
It matters where you stay.
Fish tacos?
Carl.
Hilton for the stay.
Need life insurance? SelectQuote found Jacob, 40, a $500,000 policy for only $19 a month. And SelectQuote found his wife, Wendy, a $500,000 policy for only $17 a month.
SelectQuote. We shop, you save.
It's the Black Friday Super Sale at Denver Mattress. Right now, save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Or save up to $200 on our Doctor's Choice lineup. Plus 4 years no interest and free shipping. The Black Friday Super Sale, on now at Denver Mattress.
Yeah, we're looking at what we could expect for Thanksgiving. We got some things that we're really definitely confident in right now that we're going to have good travel conditions through Wednesday. Travel conditions for Saturday and Sunday beyond Thanksgiving look good too. And more importantly, for a lot of people too, the temperatures will be near or above normal, which is about 40 degrees for this time of the year. However, we do have some uncertainty when it comes to Thursday and Friday. We have a system kind of unsettled right now, not real strong or any indications that we're going to have a significant system, but we could have some rain or snow, and if we have any travel impacts, kind of unknown at this time. But we're not looking at any real strong system. Right now, the pattern is starting to shift. The jet's pushing to the north, so the cold air is going with it. We're going to be kind of in the split flow, really, so mild conditions until we get to about Wednesday, Thursday, and then you can start seeing this dip come down through here, and that's what lifts up. But it kind of falls apart and breaks apart, so it's not going to be that strong of a system. And after that, we really don't see any cold air coming anytime soon right now. For today, we've got winds out of the southwest. We've got a warm front that will approach tonight. That'll keep the temperatures higher tonight than what we had previous. Tomorrow, we have a slight wind shift as you go through the day to the northwest. So it'll be similar to the conditions tomorrow as it was today. And then as we go through Tuesday, we'll start seeing the winds turn right back around with another system passing to the north. We stay on the warm side of it, so our winds really remain out of the southwest. So our temperatures will actually increase Tuesday, and then especially as we get into Wednesday too. Overall today, we're going to climb near freezing with less cloud cover, southwest winds. You can see some areas may get into the mid-30s. Overall tonight, we're going to see that warm front come across. You can see the clouds increasing, but the temperatures are not going to drop off because of that warm front. So really mid-20s tonight for a lot of locations instead of the single digits. And tomorrow, northwest winds will keep the temperatures from climbing too much, but since we're starting off in the 20s, we'll be not much in the 30s. This is what we looked like yesterday for Thursday for that system coming through. Now, if you look at what we look at today, things have changed a little bit. It's not that impressive. More clouds and a few showers. So we got some uncertainty with what's going to go on. It's been kind of flipping around too, but we'll keep in check on that, what's going to go on. So for the 10-day, we're looking at temperatures getting back up into the 40s here by Tuesday for both locations. Once again, the system comes through, but there's not a lot of cold air behind it. We actually warm back up the next weekend. So still, Madison too, we're looking at 35 by Monday, and then the 40s come back by Wednesday and Thursday. Rain or snow Thursday, Friday doesn't look significant right now. That could change. And then we still remain mild there afterwards. So we're not seeing any cold air. Definitely not what we've seen this week. And it looks like that pattern may continue all the way through the beginning part of December too right now. So that's the good news for a lot of people that don't want the cold air or are sick of it already.
Especially, you know, Thanksgiving, some people want to get outside, throw the football around. If you're, you know, need a little break from the family, take a walk around the block. That's good that it's not going to be, you know, negative temps.
It's definitely not going to be cold. Might be some rain, but overall not cold.
All right, Craig, thank you very much. Yeah. Well, in consumer news this morning, major retailers say their supply chains are almost back to normal operations, just in time for the busiest day of the year, Black Friday. The empty shelves some stores had over the last 2 holiday seasons may be a thing of the past. Retailers say demand will be the main constraint on sales this season, not the availability of products, as has been the case during the pandemic. So good news, if you're heading to the stores next week, you should find everything you can. Just get there with plenty of time. And just a reminder, with the upcoming holiday, it's time to thaw out that turkey. The CDC has some recommendations on how to safely do that. If you start thawing it right now, the fridge is probably the easiest method. The agency reported you should put it in a container to prevent turkey juice from dripping on other food. It says to allow about 24 hours of thawing for each 4 to 5 pounds of turkey. So if you got a big one, you might want to start doing that today or tomorrow. You can leave the turkey in the fridge for up to 2 days before cooking it. Another way to thaw, you can use cold water, but first you will want to put it in a plastic bag before putting it in the sink. And lastly, you can use your microwave. I don't know about that one. I'd go fridge. The CDC recommends to follow the manufacturer's instructions for thawing. You do have to cook the turkey right away after taking it out of the microwave. If you're celebrating, hope you enjoy a nice, delicious turkey. All right, coming up next, it's right on topic, a health conversation on eating healthy this holiday season.
Join me in the 608 weekdays on News 3 Now this morning.
Toyotathon is on with great year-end deals on your favorite Toyotas. Best stocking stuffer ever.
Get 3.49% APR for 48 months on many of your favorite Toyota models. Toyota, let's go places.
If you overdraw your account, Wells Fargo gives you an extra day grace period to avoid the overdraft fee. What if everything came with a grace period? Like accidentally parking where you shouldn't.
Hey, what about this one? Nah, that one gets an extra day. Somebody got lucky.
Like having an extra day grace period? When it comes to overdrafts, you can with Wells Fargo.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, and in light of the recent events, your continued support means everything to myself and my employees. To thank you, we're having the biggest sale ever on all MyPillow bedding. Get MyPillow bed sheets for as low as $29.98. A set of pillowcases for only $9.98. In this economy, instead of buying a new bed, rejuvenate your bed with a MyPillow mattress topper for as low as $99.99. We also have blankets in a variety of sizes, colors, and styles, like plush, waffle, or gossamer, for as low as $29.98. We even have pet blankets from small size to the ones for your car. Get huge discounts on duvets, quilts, down comforters, and so much more. So go to MyPillow.com or call that number on your screen. Use your promo code and you'll get huge discounts on all MyPillow bedding, including MyPillow bed sheets for as low as $29.98. Get all your shopping in while quantities last. Please order now.
Right now, score the lowest prices of the year at Brothers Maine. You won't find lower prices anywhere. And enjoy our free delivery. Shop family-owned Brothers Maine's low price guarantee on brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, and Amana. Feel like family. Brothers Maine.
Do you have an idea for an invention, but you don't know what to do next? Call InventHelp. They've been helping inventors for 35 years. Call today for free information.
Call 800-550-5543.
Toyotathon is on with great year-end deals on your favorite Toyotas. Best stocking stuffer ever.
Get 3.49% APR for 48 months on many of your favorite Toyota models. Toyota, let's go places.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Yeah, not as cold today. We're only going to see 30 degrees here today, not like the 20s yesterday. 40s return this week. Good travel conditions through Wednesday. A little bit uncertainty about weather conditions coming Thanksgiving and Black Friday. Not expecting a significant system yet, but there's some uncertainty. For today, plan your day. A few clouds this morning, otherwise clear skies. Southwest winds still breezy, but getting above freezing, 32 degrees at least at La Crosse. Same story for Madison. Few clouds, high clouds this morning. Will clear out, but still overall better conditions. Southwest winds a little bit breezy, but notice the direction. Not from northwest, it's a south direction. A few showers to the north passing through. There's a warm front to the west of Minneapolis that's pushing east. So some areas up there, just mainly cloud cover. A lot of that is not reaching the ground at this time. Overall, you look at the 7-day, 10-day, we're looking looking at warmer conditions, 40s returning for La Crosse. That system Thursday, Friday, a few showers here and there. We don't know the true story of that, but notice the temperatures don't drop off that much after that. Same story for Madison, getting to 40 by Tuesday, mid-40s maybe by Wednesday. That shower activity Thursday, Friday, and once again, we really don't drop off after that system passes either. We remain right about where we should be, around 40.
All right, Greg, thank you very much. Well, in this morning's health conversation, I sat down with Dr. Rupert Shaw to talk about eating healthy during the holidays. Tailgates, fall festivals, and soon even holiday gatherings are giving us all ample opportunity to celebrate with food and drink. SSM Health Family Medicine physician and wellness coach Dr. Rupert Shaw joins me this morning to offer advice on how to balance seasonal merriment while being mindful of what we're eating and drinking. This is such a good topic this time of year. So when heading out to a tailgate, a game, or a celebration at someone else's home or a local restaurant, what are some tips that you have to help people manage the temptation to overindulge? Really easy around the holidays.
Yeah. So one thing that I do, and actually do this myself too, is really, you know, kind of think about what the host may be offering. Focus on the foods that you might want to choose when you get to their home. You know, are you going to focus more on snacks or the main item, drinks, you know, not to overindulge in everything, you know, especially not just the dessert bar. The other thing a lot of folks do is they'll kind of, quote unquote, starve themselves right before the event so they can eat more when they get there. But when you do that, your inhibition is, you know, less, and so you're more apt to kind of overindulge when you get somewhere. So it's a good idea to have a small snack, something high in protein, before you go, so you can control your appetite a little bit more, and then focus on the foods that you had in mind.
Moderation,
Moderation,
right?
Yes, yes.
Now, if you are the host, are there ideas to consider to keep the offerings fun, but also still pretty healthy?
Yeah, so I think if you're hosting, you know, really to make sure there's a wide variety of foods, you know, focusing on, of course, fresh fruits, having some vegetable trays, you know, things that people will have as a healthy option as well.
Right.
Instead of everything that's fried, you know, having some baked options, or, you know, right now air frying is really big too, so maybe using that as an option. Yeah. And then, of course, too, there's, you know, there may be alcoholic beverages, but also to have some non-alcoholic beverages for people that don't want to have as many of those, or who don't drink
Exactly.
as well. So
got to have a little bit of everything for everyone.
A little balance.
Now, fall and winter often have people reaching for those comfort foods for a variety of reasons. How can we reframe our mindset around food and beverage to keep our healthy habits on track?
Yeah, this is the time of year that we want those warm, high carbohydrate comfort foods. But again, it just goes back to balance, you know, making sure that you're getting fresh fruits, vegetables, foods that are high in fiber too, and not just high carbohydrates, and especially just refined carbs. So it goes back to that balance again.
Have what you want to enjoy, but not all the time. All right, thank you, Dr. Shaw. Where else can people find you?
So they can find me on Instagram at Wellness with Dr. Shaw.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
As always, our thanks to Dr. Shaw. Some good tips to keep in mind as we approach Thanksgiving. Well, coming up next, a new program to help you get access to Wisconsin state parks, how you can get involved. That's coming up next.
Hey, Dad, look.
Looks like the perfect spot.
American Family Insurance is here to protect your family on the road with a travel peace of mind package. Get a quote or find an agent at amfam.com.
How to holiday the Bob's way. Mr. Gnome, you look tired. I get it. It's exhausting going from one holiday sale to another, but not at Bob's Discount Furniture. With my everyday low prices and many financing options to fit your budget, you can get this 4-piece cottage chic sectional for only $19.99. In 2 colors with super comfy Bobapedic memory foam seating. Tight on space, the 2-piece is just $14.99. So you can relax and holiday the Bob's way. I couldn't have said it better myself.
There's a reason big dental bills often come as a shock, because sometimes you don't realize what's not covered until you get the bill. That's why affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual is important. It can give you benefits that go beyond what you get from more limited coverage plans. Because no one likes a big dental bill, especially if you're retired or on a fixed income. For a free information kit, call or go online now. This isn't some discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance that helps cover over 350 procedures, like cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures, at any dentist you want. Dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company helps cover preventive care, basic work, and major procedures with no deductibles and no annual maximum. For your free information kit with all the details, call now or visit sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
Non-attorney spokesperson. This is a paid advertisement for legal services sponsored by Nightline Legal. Cases assigned on a random basis to participating law firms. If you or a loved one were stationed at Marine Corps Base Camp Lejeune between 1953 and 1987 and were later diagnosed with cancer, Parkinson's disease, or other serious health effects, call right now. You may be entitled to financial compensation. Call right now to find out if you qualify.
Call 1-800-336-0524. 1-800-336-0524.
Hey, are we gonna fit? There we go. At American Family Insurance, we're here to carefully protect your dreams. All right, open your eyes. Welcome home. Save up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto insurance today. Get a quote or find an agent at amfam.com.
News 3 Now's Call for Action team gets results.
We're taking action for you.
Nearly 700 cases closed. More than $500,000 recovered. And we're not finished yet. When you need help, call for action only on News 3 Now. News 3 Now, Clinky Cleaners, the Community Action Coalition, and Magic 98 are grateful for your donations to this year's Coats for Kids campaign. Your generosity brought over 4,000 coats to local families in need. We thank you for your support.
Right now, an overnight fire at a popular UW campus restaurant. What we know so far this morning. And local efforts to help families get food on the table this Thanksgiving.
And although unseasonably cold this morning, warmer conditions are on the plate this week. I'll show how warm we'll get this week, as well if we'll see any travel impacts for the Thanksgiving holiday.
Good morning and thanks for joining us on Weekend Mornings. We are going to start with that breaking news. The cause of that fire at the downtown Nitty Gritty is under investigation. Madison Fire Department crews were dispatched to the restaurant just after 1 a.m. this morning. A pedestrian called 911 and reported a vehicle and dumpster on fire in the back parking lot. The caller also reported the fire spread to the building. Crews were able to extinguish the fire, and according to the Madison Fire Department, the restaurant was closed and no one was inside, so they did not have to evacuate. No injuries have been reported and no damage estimate is available at this time. Now let's take a look outside with our weather. Greg's got the first warn. Greg, what's today looking like?
Warmer than yesterday, definitely. That will be the thing to talk about. We'll get up close to freezing right now. A little bit colder than yesterday at this time, but not too bad. We're starting to already see the warmer conditions and the wind start to subside too. So it's a good news on that front. Right now we're seeing temperatures holding off to the 16s, 11 degrees at Viroqua, 13 in Madison. So we are improving out to the west of La Crosse, 18, Winona too. So the winds you can notice are coming from the southwest right now. That will warm the conditions up to 32 degrees. The only problem with some of this wind, it is coming over snow cover in Iowa, so that will kind of prevent it from really warming too much, but still about a 10-degree jump from what we saw yesterday as you see the temperatures climb up, and then they'll come back down tonight to the lower 20s. We do have a weak little disturbance coming to the north. A few snow showers up to the north of 90. A lot of this isn't reaching the ground. You got to go further north to get some of this. So really for most areas, not going to experience that. Planning today, southwest, south winds at La Crosse getting up into the low 30s. Plenty of sunshine. Once again, warmer than we saw yesterday. Still below average to what we should be. And then same story for Madison, getting up into the low 30s with that wind out of the south, which will help too. Once again, still below average, but better than we saw yesterday. Here's that warm front that's coming across. This whole ridge jet is starting to push to the northeast. So we are going to get into a better pattern here. That means warmer conditions, getting closer to average. I'll time out all this and what we expect for the Thanksgiving and Black Friday holidays a little bit later in the broadcast.
All right, Greg, looking forward to it. Thank you very much. With downtown now covered in holiday lights and Christmas spirit, our Andrew Banstra was at the final night market of the year and shares all the spirit that was in the air.
3, 2, 1. Here we are at the top of State Street. It's a little cold, but we are thrilled to bring people down here for the Madison Night Market and our seasonal lighting celebration where we turn on all of our decorations.
As the final 2022 Madison Night Market wound down with dozens of vendors lining State Street, a 6-week Shine On campaign kicked off with a spark.
And the main focus of this is to brighten things up down here, to turn on a bunch of seasonal decorations, and encourage people to visit downtown Madison.
And despite the cold weather, the Madison Night Market is putting people in the holiday spirits, lighting up the skies and showing giving is better than receiving.
Free candy canes with the Boys and Girls Club. Thank you.
So we're out here, we're handing out candy canes. We got some great flyers too, and we're just trying to get everyone in the spirit for Thanksgiving and the holiday season coming up.
Fundraising for scholarships for those who can't afford it to go to college. And we're selling hot cocoa and cookies, trying to keep people warm.
To take a page from their book, if you're feeling grinchy, nothing will get you in the holiday spirit like helping others.
Well, I was feeling grinchy yesterday, but today I'm feeling super happy, excited to bring people downtown. This is our downtown, it's your downtown, it's their downtown. I want everyone to come down and enjoy it.
And if you missed out, there's still plenty of time to gather your holiday cheer.
For the next 6 weeks, there'll be many things downtown. We've got a holiday open house next week with a trolley. We've got carolers coming every Saturday. The Overture Center is slammed full of good things happening, and it's just going to be a great downtown this year.
In Madison, Andrew Banstra, News 3 Now.
And last Saturday marked the end of Saturdays on the Square, but the Dane County Farmers Market still has events planned through the winter season. Saturday was the holiday market indoors at the Monona Terrace and Convention Center, where more than 60 vendors were set up to help people find locally sourced foods for their Thanksgiving feast, serving as a one-stop shop for all grocery needs.
Everyone behind the booth actively participates in growing and making the product that they're giving you. So it's a really special time to connect with the farmer who's growing your food, ask them how to best make the butternut squash that they're selling you, and yeah, it's a really special place to buy your produce.
There will be no holiday market next Saturday, but it returns in 2 weeks for the first 3 Saturdays of December, beginning on December 3rd. Well, it's that time of year again. Gun deer season is back in Wisconsin. Hunters from all over have started hunting in the region this weekend. If you're heading out this weekend or next, authorities ask you to be mindful of your firearms, certain of your targets, and above all, safe on the range. Plus, make sure you, of course, have all of your permits up to date. Gun deer season wraps up on November 27th. The Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources has recently announced a pilot program to help people access Wisconsin state parks. And it all starts with a library card. Our Catherine Merck shows us how the program works.
We're also always looking for ways we can support healthy activities and healthy lifestyles.
As the library director in Edgerton, Kirsten Elmo knows some of the best things for your health include reading books and spending time outdoors. The DNR thinks so too.
It's a great fit for us.
That thought is behind the collaboration between the Wisconsin Library Association and the DNR.
We are one of 20 libraries throughout the state that were selected to be part of the pilot.
It's actually a really easy program. I got my library card today, and then they gave me a free daily pass. That pass got me into any Wisconsin state park completely free of charge.
Yeah, a lot of us get into the habit of like going to the same places and kind of doing the same activities on the weekend, and maybe are missing like some real treasures in our community.
This program is supposed to promote the wonders of Wisconsin throughout the state and the best place to travel without moving your feet.
We really love being able to connect people with resources in their community.
A heads up if you're looking to use this program, the only other thing you need besides a library card are Wisconsin license plates. Reporting in Stoughton, I'm Catherine Merck with News 3 Now.
Officials from the Wisconsin State Park System also shared their hopes for the program, saying, quote, by partnering with Wisconsin's library system, we can reach households who may not be as familiar with the wide array of opportunities Wisconsin state parks and forests have to offer. Well, Thanksgiving is just days away, and an East Madison Community Center is helping provide families with all of the fixings for a proper holiday meal. For nearly 35 years, the Goodman Community Center has operated its Thanksgiving basket drive. With the help of volunteers and community partners, baskets are made up of all the items needed for a meal for families who need a little extra help this holiday season. Now, we're talking turkeys and stuffing, rolls, cranberries, even pumpkin pie, and more. for more than 4,000 families across Dane County. To successfully run an event like this, there needs to be hundreds of volunteers, and each year, filling those spots is no problem.
We have an amazing group of folks that love to volunteer. It's like a tradition for a lot of friends and family. And so we send out our volunteer opportunities usually in September. They fill up in a few days. It blows my mind. So even though we have 500, 600 volunteers throughout this whole event, we have the volunteers we need, and we're really grateful for that.
News 3 is one of several partners of this event. We'll have more from today's distribution right here later, coming up on News 3 Now. We'll still have this morning runners and lacrosse braved the cold for their annual turkey trot, and we will talk about that when we get back.
The secret to success is always something like hang in there, embrace the hustle, no pain, no gain. But at Denver Mattress, we believe the best way to get ahead is to start ahead with a great night's sleep on a Purple mattress. And right now, save up to $800 on Purple mattress and Ascent adjustable base bundles. Overnight success is waiting, only at Denver Mattress, the easiest way to find your perfect Purple.
Announcing the Rogers
and Holland's Black Friday sale.
Wait, not the Black Friday sale or our Bling's the Thing Black Friday sale.
Just the Rogers and Holland's Black Friday sale. It's so big, the savings speak for themselves. Get up to 40% off all rings, up to 60% off last chance items, and more.
Can we at least call it the Black Friday sale?
Sold.
That's the Black Friday sale at Rogers and
Holland's Jewelers. That's huge.
I ordered the medium.
A must in your medicine cabinet. Less sick days.
Cold coming on? Zicam is the #1 cold shortening brand.
Highly recommended.
Zyfans love Zicam's unique zinc formula.
It shortens colds.
Zicam Zinc That Cold.
Kevin! Oh, nice. Kevin, where are you? Kevin!
Hey, what's going on? I'm right here. I was busy cash backing for the holidays with Chase Freedom Unlimited. I'm going to cash back on the gingerbread house.
Ooh, it's got little people inside.
And a snow globe.
Oh, I wish I lived in there.
You know, I can't believe you lost another Kevin.
It's a holiday tradition.
That it is. Earn big time with Chase Freedom Unlimited. How do you cash back? Chase, make more of what's yours.
He has his grandfather's smile.
Her mother's eyes.
My cheekbones.
But will she have my diabetes?
My sickle cell anemia.
His father's heart disease.
Go to joinallofus.org to share your health information and speed up health research breakthroughs. The future of health begins with you.
Non-attorney spokesperson. This is a paid advertisement for legal services sponsored by Nightline Legal. Cases assigned on a random basis to participating law firms. If you or a loved one were stationed at Marine Corps Base Camp Lejeune between 1953 and 1987 and were later diagnosed with cancer, Parkinson's disease, or other serious health effects, call right now.
Call 1-800-336-0524.
My holiday tip, check everything off your wish list at the Bruce Company. My home sparkles with lights, ornaments, and smells of evergreen. I can fill my friends' stockings with gifts as unique as they are. But what I wish for most, family memories. Reading books, playing games, the perfect tree, and pictures with Santa's reindeer. I knew the Bruce Company could fill all my holiday wishes. Bring your list to the Bruce Company in Middleton, your holiday experts.
Yeah, overall, we still have some showers to the north. We have a little bit of a front to the west, a little bit of wave that's heading towards central Wisconsin right now. A lot of that is not touching the ground, but a few flakes of snow north of Interstate 90. The other notice thing is the winds have turned around to the southwest at all the locations, so temperatures are starting to climb up from our cold overnight lows in the single digits. Right now, we're already in the teens for most locations. You see, as we track out these temperatures today, we should climb them to the low to mid 30s. Southwest winds, a warmer wind. If it wasn't for the snow cover in Iowa, we would probably had more warmer temperatures because that wind is coming over our snowpack. So this afternoon we'll cool back down, but notice as we get towards midnight tonight, the temperatures do not drop off much with the southwest wind continuing, only getting down the upper 20s by 8 p.m. So definitely will be a difference than what we had yesterday. So as you plan out today, you can see the temperatures climb up to low 30s. Little clouds this morning, but then plenty of sunshine, southwest winds too. Same story for Madison right now. We should have temperatures up into the low 30s too this afternoon. Other than that, 40 degrees for the rest of the week. Thanksgiving looks a little bit unsettled, but still question marks on that. Same story for lacrosse, 40 degrees, and even after the system, next weekend, still 40s, which will be above average by that time.
All right, Greg, thank you very much. We'll check back in just a bit. Runners and walkers braved those cold winter conditions on Saturday for a turkey trot. UW Lacrosse Rec Sports hosted its 27th annual Turkey Trot 5K, and event organizers say this event brings a big turnout from all over the Coulee region, and it's much more than just a 5K.
So much today that we've seen such a good crowd come out. Last year, our numbers were lower. We were coming out of COVID. This year, it's just a big boom of energy, and it's really, really fun to see participants here and having fun.
There was also a costume contest, a raffle, and a race for younger trotters. After a few weeks of collecting toys, Toys for Tots held their annual toy drive Saturday to stuff the truck. Members of the lacrosse community got a chance to donate gently used toys and help spread some holiday cheer. Over 300 families have registered with Toys for Tots, and despite chilly weather and those snowflakes, organizers say that the donations make all the difference in the world.
More than less of them have multiple children in their families, so it's very important that we can get enough to take care of everybody in the community. It's just, I can't stress it enough.
If you would like to help and donate to Toys for Tots, they are taking donations at their barrels until December 2nd, so you still have some time. You can find a list of all barrel locations on their website. And some remarkable women got to show off their skills and build confidence this weekend. The 7th Miss Remarkable pageant at UW Lacrosse gave women over the age of 13 a chance to compete for the Miss Remarkable crown. There were 11 contestants vying for the title this year, but everyone was a winner.
It is just a big part of our mission at Aptiv to make sure that people with disabilities, women with disabilities, understand just what great human beings they are, what they have to offer, us in the community, us as a world.
Participants got the chance to do workshops on public speaking, self-esteem, and confidence building. Money raised from the pageant will go to supporting disabled people in the lacrosse community. Well, still ahead this morning, the Badgers bounce back and become bowl eligible. We've got full reaction from the game, and you're taking a live look over Platteville. Greg's got the full forecast. It's a chilly one when we get back.
This portion of News 3 Now is sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Warrens, Wisconsin.
Hey, Daddy, look.
Looks like the perfect spot.
American Family Insurance is here to protect your family on the road with a travel peace of mind package. Get a quote or find an agent at amfam.com.
Wells Fargo lets you know where you stand with your FICO credit score. What if you knew where you stood with everything? Like your future in-laws.
Hope you like cats.
I hope your parents like me. They're whispering.
The kitties like her.
Can they tell I'm allergic? Tears of joy.
Welcome to the family.
Like knowing where you stand? When it comes to your credit score, you can with Wells Fargo.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, and in light of the recent events, your continued support means everything to myself and my employees. To thank you, we're having the biggest sale ever on all MyPillow bedding. Get MyPillow bed sheets for as low as $29.98. A set of pillowcases for only $9.98. In this economy, instead of buying a new bed, rejuvenate your bed with a MyPillow mattress topper for as low as $99.99. We also have blankets in a variety of sizes, colors, and styles, like plush, waffle, or gossamer, for as low as $29.98. We even have pet blankets from small size to the ones for your car. Get huge discounts on duvets, quilts, down comforters, and so much more. So go to MyPillow.com or call that number on your screen. Use your promo code and you'll get huge discounts on all MyPillow bedding, including MyPillow bed sheets for as low as $29.98. Get all your shopping in while quantities last. Please order now.
Need life insurance? SelectQuote found Jacob, 40, a $500,000 policy for only $19 a month. And SelectQuote found his wife Wendy, a $500,000 policy for only $17 a month.
SelectQuote. We shop, you save.
When the hands that do the fixing need fixing. When the hands that do the caring need caring. That's a job for O'Keeffe's Working Hands. It's America's #1 selling hand cream and guaranteed relief for extremely dry, cracked hands. Also available in O'Keeffe's for healthy feet.
Hey, are we gonna fit? There we go. At American Family Insurance, we're here to carefully protect your dreams. All right, open your eyes. Welcome home. Save up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto insurance today. Get a quote or find an agent at amfam.com.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Yeah, although we're starting out cold, a lot of questions will be popping up this week about travel and Thanksgiving week as we get closer there to it. But the good news is no travel issues looks like through Wednesday right now, and even travel beyond for Saturday and Sunday look good too. Everyone will enjoy that. Near normal temperatures or even above normal temperatures right now. That would be about 40 degrees. We should see 40s here. Well, we're not quite confident right now. We do have a system coming through Thursday, Friday. So whether snow or rain, how much we get, and whether there's travel impacts, so that is yet to be seen. It's definitely not looking to be a significant impact system, but something that will be unsettled. Right now, the pattern's starting to change. That northwest flow is really starting to push northeast more, so the cold air is starting to lift. We're getting into kind of the split pattern here where it keeps our temperatures mild, but keeps us mainly dry, too. That'll remain in place through the week as we go. We'll start seeing a dip in the jet here towards Wednesday. Here's that little system that's going to be coming our way. Notice it kind of falls apart. The other thing to notice, the cold air still remains to the north, so it should not be as strong a system, and we're definitely not going to get any colder conditions really behind it come next weekend too. In the meantime, southwest winds today will actually keep the temperatures climbing up to freezing. We'll see that warm front come through tonight. Got a little bit of a cold front coming through tomorrow, kind of lifts to the north, so the winds will turn around to the north tomorrow afternoon. Not much change with temperatures though. Another system lifts to the north Tuesday, more cloud cover, and then overall we'll get even warmer by Tuesday. As you see, temperatures today getting up into the upper 20s, low 30s by afternoon. We'll top off maybe some mid 30s. Overall, most people should hit freezing today with the southwest winds. It is coming over snow cover, so even though it's a warm direction wind, that snow cover kind of keeps it from getting too warm. Tonight, the one thing you will notice, cloud cover comes in, that warm front scoots across, so we will not drop off. We're looking at maybe mid 20s as you wake up tomorrow morning instead of the low teens, so definitely we'll feel out. Then tomorrow, the winds change around direction-wise, so we won't climb much. But overall, since we started off warmer, our high temperatures will be similar to today. Once again, low to mid 30s as we get there in that point. This is a system that looked like yesterday, Thursday, Friday. Rain, snow, looked like we had some impacts, some precipitation with that. Well, it changed a little bit now as you go through it. It's not looking much. It lifts to the north, really just cloud cover, maybe a shower or two. So overall, the trend is down, but that trend could flip again too. So something we'll keep in mind as we go toward that area. But once again, not expecting a big type winter system, even if it does occur. Right now, you see temperatures will get up into the 40s by Tuesday for Madison. Unsettled Thursday, Friday, but once again, good travel before and after Thanksgiving. No issues there. Same story for La Crosse. We'll get back into the 40s here. You see that slight dip in temperatures, but not much in the dip there because we get back into the 40s, which by that time, that would be kind of above average because we'll be averaging around 39. So if you like the warmer conditions, we're going to get it. We're not going to see the cold temperatures for a while, looks like.
All right, that's good news to me. Thanks, Greg.
Yeah, a lot of it is.
All right. Well, the Badgers were determined to get the win Saturday, and by edging out Nebraska, they get to hold on to the Freedom Trophy. But of course, not an easy win, not an easy week. The Badgers hit the road with heavy hearts as they continue to mourn the loss of former teammate and friend Devin Chandler. Part of their uniform included a DC decal on their helmets. You see it there. To the game now, the first 3 quarters, it was a bit of a mess for UW, but then there was a spark, and we've got a fourth quarter battle. Badgers trail 14-3 when Mertz finds Skylar Bell for the score. They go for 2, but it fails. In the final minutes, trailing by 6, Mertz lobs one to Isaac Rendo for 27 yards with 35 seconds on the clock. Mertz with the QB sneak, and UW wins their 9th straight game over Nebraska.
Such a rough week early on, and
the game mirrored that. You know, was ugly for a long time, and guys just continued to battle and find ways to make plays. And we really needed to win a game where we didn't play well for 60 minutes. We needed to win a game going through some adversity, and just very, very proud of everything we've been through and the resiliency that we showed today. Anytime you win, you know, and you have to battle for 4 quarters and make plays, come from behind, you just gain so much confidence from it. And as coaches, you're proud because a lot of moments that can go south. Very proud of the way that we battled, because we have not won a game like this yet this year. So it's a big accomplishment, and obviously gets us bowl eligible, which is another huge accomplishment for this football team.
Now to first round action of the playoffs in Division III football. Whitewater hosting Aurora. Look at the snow in this game. How fun would that be to play in? The Spartans strike first. They make it 7-0 3 minutes in. Takes a little time for the Warhawks to find their rhythm, but when they do, Evan Lewandowski with a 45-yard dime to Steve Hine moves Whitewater into the red zone. Then it's the QB sneak and an extra point that tie this game up. These teams go punch for punch, but Aurora gets the final say. They upset Whitewater 33-28 to advance to the second round. Badger Volleyball opened their weekend road trip with a sweep of Rutgers, extending the win streak now to 15 matches. Now it's a trio of ranked conference opponents. First up, 14th ranked Penn State. Badgers swept the first meeting back in September. Not going to be the case this time. This one goes to 5 sets. Trailing by a point, Danielle Hart destroys this ball to tie it up. One of the 13 kills on the night for her. She starts a late set scoring run. Devin Robinson was unstoppable in this match. She had a ton of kills. She led the team with 17 of them as the Badgers win in 5 sets. Now they are solely sitting atop the Big Ten. Wisconsin women's hockey returned to action, but wasn't just any other conference matchup. It's game 1 of the border battle with top-ranked Minnesota. The series is always circled on the calendar from the beginning of the season. And after losing 3 of 4 last year, the Badgers, they were ready to go, and it shows. In the first period, Jessie Comfort takes it down the boards and feeds Vivian Jungles at the doorstep. Top shelf for goal number 1. Later in the period, the Gophers tie it up with a shorty. That sends it tied to the first intermission. And Wisconsin comes out barreling out of the locker room just 2 minutes in. Layla Edwards finds the back of the net for the go-ahead goal. This one far from over, though. It does end in a 3-3 tie. Game 2 set for today later at 2 p.m. And the men's team back in action against Lindenwood, hoping to complete the sweep. First period, the Lions on the power play, but it's Wisconsin that lights up the lamp. Owen Lindmark puts Bucky on the board with a short. Take a 4-0 lead before Lindenwood finally gets one. Wisconsin wins this one 5-1 and does indeed get the sweep. Well, hey, make News 3 part of your weekly routine by downloading the Channel 3000 app for the latest headlines and weather conditions 24/7. And when we get back, celebrating Native American history. We're back after this.
Dress up your home for the holidays at Waunakee Furniture ETC. Add color and cheer to your home this holiday season with stylish seasonal decor during our holiday sale. Let us brighten your room with unique accessories and great savings during the holiday sale going on now at Waunakee Furniture ETC.
What's the matter, hon?
There's nothing to do.
You should check out Ho Chunk Gaming Madison, home with a 95% average payout.
And with so many slot machines, there's a game for every kind of player.
They're right, honey. And with new promotions and reward club perks all the time, there are more ways to win than ever before.
Find your fun and visit Ho Chunk Gaming Madison today.
Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.
Now, what is happening?
This holiday season, Ford wants to help you shine bright. So, this Black Friday, choose a vehicle in stock or simply place a custom order. Lock in your rate and you're protected, even if rates go up before your order comes in. Plus, thousands of vehicles are arriving daily, just in time for the holidays. This season, choose FlexBuy on a 2022 Escape or Edge SUV and get 0% financing for 66 months at your local Ford dealer and shine bright.
When you prefer dream vacation over a rental nightmare. it matters where you stay. Hilton for the stay.
This ring is a commitment. After we got married, I got very sick. He will come every day to help me walk again. And now I'm back. This is a reminder
that love endures all.
Express your extraordinary love. Jared, love brilliantly.
Non-attorney spokesperson. This is a paid advertisement for legal services sponsored by Nightline Legal. Cases assigned on a random basis to participating law firms. If you or a loved one were stationed at Marine Corps Base Camp Lejeune between 1953 and 1987 and were later diagnosed with cancer, Parkinson's disease, or other serious health effects, call right now. You may be entitled to financial compensation. Call right now to find out if you qualify.
Call 1-800-336-0524. 1-800-336-0524.
Dress up your home for the holidays at Wanakee Furniture ETC. Add color and cheer to your home this holiday season with stylish seasonal decor during our holiday sale. Let us brighten your room with unique accessories and great savings during the holiday sale going on now at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Buying a home in the 608 can be nerve-wracking, especially for first-timers. Monday, Josh tips you off to a local podcast with advice to help you through the hunt.
And will we finally see some warmer temperatures next week? And how does that Thanksgiving forecast look? Tune in Monday from 4:30 to 7.
UW Athletics and the Goodman Community Center need your help in providing Thanksgiving meals for 4,000 families.
Please consider a food or monetary gift so no one goes without a holiday dinner.
We're grateful for any gift you can provide. Donate today at goodmancenter.org.
Finally this month, the nation celebrates Native American heritage, honoring the history, traditions, and contribution of the first people to inhabit this land. Perhaps the most famous indigenous person of the modern era is the great athlete Jim Thorpe, who is now regaining much-deserved recognition. CBS's James Brown takes a look at the impact and legacy of this modern hero and sports legend.
November is Native American Heritage Month. A good moment to focus on Jim Thorpe, perhaps the most famous indigenous person in American history. He was a Sac and Fox tribe member raised in Oklahoma, who became an Olympic hero, a professional baseball player, and a football star. More than a century later, Thorpe remains the pride of the country's oldest community.
In 1915 or so, there were only about 250,000 indigenous people in this country left. And in some sense, Jim Thorpe's struggles represent that larger struggle and perseverance of his people.
David Marinus is the author of a new biography of Thorpe, published by a division of our parent company, Paramount Global.
You know, I would argue that 1912, James Thorpe was the single best year of any athlete ever. He won those 2 gold medals and had a fabulous football season.
That year, the Carlisle Indians led all of college football in scoring. One of their 12 victories was especially hard fought.
They thumped the Army team at West Point. White David Eisenhower playing linebacker. Thorpe ran over him, knocked him out of the game.
Just as his star began to rise again, Thorpe became bogged down in scandal.
This was at a time when hundreds of college athletes were playing minor league baseball under aliases. Dwight Eisenhower, again, played in the Kansas State League under the name Wilson. But Jim Thorpe played under the name Jim Thorpe. He never tried to hide it, and he suffered for it when others didn't. And I think that was partly due to racism at that point.
Thorpe's gold medals were stripped by the International Olympic Committee in 1913 after he was deemed a professional athlete by the Amateur Athletic Union. In 1982, his records were partially reinstated, but it wasn't until this year that he was fully restored as champion. The reversal came with renewed attention on the government-funded Indian residential school systems in the U.S. and Canada.
He was world famous at a time when very few American athletes were. He was the Muhammad Ali of his era before there could be such a thing.
James Brown, CBS News, Washington.
What a great story there and a great reminder. All right, before we go, Greg, how about one final check of the weather?
It's going to warm up, but we're going to have nice conditions actually for this week until Thanksgiving too. So good travel conditions, 30s days, 40s. Uncertain about Thanksgiving, maybe some unsettled weather, but right now doesn't look to be significant. So enjoy the 40s.
All right, enjoy your Thanksgiving. We'll see you back here next weekend.